Hello from Cornwall, sunny day in Cornwall, August. They said £400 to do the wheels, and I thought, oh, it's too much. Now that's one that's been professionally done before I got the car, and it's better than, you know, it's got a smoother finish. But I thought £400, so that's the first one I did. Actually, that's not the first one I did. That's the second one, and the lettering on the Commodore and that isn't as crisp. But there we go, so that's the first one. That's what I kneel down on. And here's the new spare. And that, you'll see the lettering is crisper. And that's the old spare. Hello, Brian. And I've got the jack there. And the tools I needed to do it was get some paint stripper. There's one of those 3-corner sanders there. That was useful. And I used my impact driver, not impact driver, hammer driver, whatever it is. But I think I've got better. Let's come around the back. Sorry about the wind, but you know me, I don't really take a lot of trouble, do I? And then here are the last two I've done. I've done these today, and they've come out better. The lettering is quite crisp, and I've used some JB Weld on areas where there was some corrosion, and the tools I used was some this stuff. It was the best I could find, but it's not, you know, paint varnish remover. And I did it on in the cool of the day when it wouldn't dry off. So I did it here where it was shady, and scrubbed with that IKEA brush, and had a cup of tea or something while it settled in, and then got that wire brush first, and then that sander, and then these things for the Dremel, big bag of those sort of abrasive mops, and these discs for the fine detail. Anyway, it's £400. That's my dad when he was a young man. He's younger than me. And then masked it with stuff. But there we are. See that the lettering is crisp. If I did them again, you put zinc chromate on, which I got from Aldi, and then some silver paint, and then some gloss varnish on it. Oh, and also this morning I did the Rover. Let's turn around and show them. I did the Rover carburetor. I balanced them. Oh, jeez, terrible. Anyway, and you know that the fella who up in Chester who's got all the smart cars he does up, I've forgotten his name. And he does that with a hose. I thought I'll do that, so I got the engine running where the linkage comes to the first carburetor on the left hand side on the Rover, and I got that about the right speed, and then I took the air filters off, got that pond hose that I use for the crankcase breathers, and with my ear checked the pitch, then went to the other one, and at first I couldn't, and then after a while, yeah, there is a difference in pitch. So I tried that a few times to see whether it was higher or lower, and on the further one away that I was going to adjust, it was a little bit lower, so that needed more air to make a higher pitch, and I adjusted that just about quarter of a turn, and it runs so much better. You don't have to get those, he's quite right with the hose, but you can do it yourself if you've got a reasonable ear. So there we are, so that's running better. So there we are, sunny Cornwall with my wheels, just a little thing, but that's £400 and being a Yorkshireman. Anyway, all the best to you all, Linda and Chris. He's broken his bloomin' ankle. Oh, poor Chris, I hope you get better soon. That's horrible, you poor thing. And Reg in Australia, and Alan in America, and AA Prod in Australia, and then we got the two Nigels, Nigel up north and Nigel out east, and all the new subscribers. Got over 400 now. If I get up to 500, that'll be something. Anyway, let's have a last look down this is where I tripped and broke my hip. I've got a ramp there with, poor Chris. There we are. There's the car with its wheels going to come on. Anyway, all the best to you all from sunny Cornwall, the blue sky, and there's the Rover. Bye bye.